this. You see, just talking about managing time, really, you know, because having to count all over again may appear to be
but the responsibility of the counting cannot, if it falls on the delegate, there could be vested interest where
all of them should have their records. That's what I'm saying. The Amechi delegate, of course, you can cross-check with what they have, but there should also be another device to capture the counting. It may even be an electronic device that can be replayed. You know, all these things are possibilities. In fact, talking about the ballot, the voting papers, you can design a scanner that you flash, it picks the name on it, records it somewhere. You know, separate devices, but for today.
Well, one would say Nigeria, for as far as that is concerned, Nigeria maybe might still be in the 18th century.
It's also instructive to note that you've rightly said that the boxes, okay, there are 2 boxes per state, but then we see that the boxes are not marked, save for the number on them. So those of us who are not there or within the committee now, we may not know what boxes. The most we can do is to guess, looking at the number of ballot papers, that this must be from a particular region of the country. Those with the fewer ones, the guess could be either it's one of the second box that wasn't posted or stated where most of the delegates for that states were. So, and again, the issue of electronic, how well Nigeria has tapped into the e-version, which simplifies things of this nature, especially elections. I think this is also another great room now for us to improve upon. Some things, these things, we don't have to maybe go through this route. If there is a better and faster way of doing this, the sorting, there's the counting, and they have just this day left, except if they're willing to extend beyond today.
All right, let's get back to the convention there.
Bola Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Ahmed Tinubu, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Yemi Osibajo, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Tinubu, Bola Tinubu. Tinubu.
What do you want to do?
Bola Tinubu. Ahmed Sani. Ahmed Sani. Ahmed Lawan. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Ahmed Tinubu. Professor Yemi Osibajo. Rotimi. Yemi Osibajo. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Yahya Bello. Tinubu. Ahmed Lawan. Bola Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed. Rotimi Amechi. Chibuike Rotimi Amechi. Chibuike Amechi. Tinubu. Tinubu. Tinubu Bola. Osibajo. Tinubu.
No problem. No problem. You can.
Box number 17. Box number 17. Box number 17. Gentlemen, we are about starting box number 17. Agent number 1. Agent number 1. We need your attention here. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Ashiwaju Bola Tinubu. Chubuke Rotimi Amechi. Amechi Rotimi. Rotimi Amechi. Lawan Ahmed. Tinubu. Ahmed Tinubu Bola. David Umahi. Rotimi Amechi. Sir, if you're going to make a call, you let your counterpart take over, please. We can't allow that, please. Tinubu Bola Ahmed. Yemi Osibajo. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Tinubu. Rotimi Amechi. Amechi Rotimi. Professor Osibajo. Professor Ben Ayade. Ashiwaju Tinubu. Tinubu. Professor Yemi Osibajo. Professor Yemi Osibajo. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. 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 Bola Tinubu. Tinubu. David Umahi. David Umahi. David Umahi. David Umahi. David Umahi. Yemi Osibajo. This is Amechi, but he wrote it at the back. I think we can allow it. But he wrote Amechi. Agents, what's your opinion? Are we allowing it or are we voiding it? He wrote it at the back instead of at the front. We should allow it? He wrote Amechi at the back. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu Asiwaju. Amechi. Amechi Rotimi. Bola Tinubu. Professor Yemi Osibajo. We have another one, the same thing, Amechi at the back. Amechi Rotimi. Chibuke Rotimi Amechi. Bola Tinubu. Bola Ahmed. Rotimi Amechi. Professor Ben Ayade. 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 Tinubu Bola Ahmed. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Faleke. Bola Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's already came. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Amechi Tinubu. Yemi Osibajo. Professor Yemi Osibajo. Rotimi Amechi. Professor Osibajo. Amechi. Amechi. Ahmed Tinubu. Chubuki Rotimi Amechi. Bola Tinubu. Tinubu. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Rotimi Amechi. Bola Tinubu. 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 Bola Tinubu Ahmed. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Ahmed Bola. Chibuike Amechi. Amechi. Tinubu. Senator Lawan. Senator Ahmed Lawan. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Rotimi Amechi. Rotimi Amechi. Amechi Rotimi. This says Bello Ahmad. Bello Ahmad. That's void. But there's Ahmed again. Bello Ahmed. This is void. Show them. It's void. Ahmed Bello can't. It's void. Professor Yemi Osibajo. Ahmed Tinubu. Ahmed Lawan. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Lawan. Tinubu Bola Ahmed. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Rotimi Amechi. Yemi Osibajo. Senator Ahmed Lawan. Ahmed Lawan. Osibajo. Lawan. Senator Lawan. Tinubu Ahmed Bola. Asiwaju Tinubu. Ahmed Lawan. Ahmed Lawan. Rotimi Amechi. Ahmed Lawan. Asiwaju Tinubu. Ahmed Lawan. Osibajo. Yemi Osibajo. Osibajo. Yemi Osibajo. Ahmed Lawan. Ahmed Lawan. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Senator Ahmed Lawan. Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Ahmed Lawan. Ahmed Lawan. Lawan Ahmed. Yemi Osibajo. Lawan Amechi. Rotimi Amechi. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Ahmed Lawan. Ahmed Lawan. Next box, please.
Box number 25.
Box number 25. Open, please. Box number 25. Osibajo. Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. 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 Osibajo. Yemi Osibajo. Gentlemen, this I think is void. And we confirm, please. No, let them all see it. Let everybody see it. It's void. This is void. You can't understand what he's writing. Osibajo. Ahmed Tinubu. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Tinubu. Ahmed Bola. Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Sani Yerima, Professor Osibajo, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Ahmed Lawan Tinubu, Osibajo, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Ahmed Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Yemi Osibajo, Ahmed Tinubu, Chibukero Timi Amechi, Chibukero Timi Amechi, Right Honorable Rotimi Amechi, Tinubu, Rotimi Amechi, Bola Tinubu, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Professor Yemi Osibajo, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu Ahmed, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Osinbajo, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Osinbajo, Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Ahmed Tinubu, Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Tinubu Bola, Ahmed Tinubu, 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 Bola Tinubu, Rotimi Amechi, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, Osinbajo Prof, Yemi Osinbajo, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Amechi, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Bola, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Bola, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Bola Tinubu, Bola Bola Tinubu. Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola. Alhaji Yahaya Bello. Rotimi Amechi. Bola Tinubu. Tinubu. Yemi Osibajo. Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Tinubu. Yemi Osibajo. Osibajo. Yemi Osibajo. Amechi. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Rotimi Amechi. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu Ahmed. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Tinubu Bola. Bola Tinubu. Chubuike Rotimi Amechi. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu Ahmed. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. 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 Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Tinubu. Asiwaju Tinubu. Amechi. Chubuike Rotimi Amechi. Ahmed Tinubu Bola. Bola Tinubu. Bola. Tinubu. Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu Asiwaju. Asiwaju Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola. Tinubu. Bola. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Chubuike Rotimi Amechi. Yahaya Bello. Rotimi Amechi. Chibuike Amechi, Bola Tinubu, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Dr. Sanusi, come and take over.
Box 34.
Let him come.
34?
30. Okay, let's go. Go ahead. Hey, well done, Pa. Okay, you've changed. Okay, switch. 34.
Right, you're watching TVC News, and we've been bringing you live updates from the Eagle Square, where the delegates have been monitoring things with their eagle eyes. And it's been busy for all of them, as well as the super convention or special APC presidential convention, which is the presidential primaries there in Abuja. And the sorting of votes is ongoing currently before the counting process will set in. And this has been on, the convention has been on since 2 days ago, let me put it that way. And yesterday we all saw through the night until this morning, and you know, we're getting to the last lap of things right now. Well, your last words before we wrap up, because we have to hand over to our colleague Yuri Folarin shortly. What do you see?
You know, basically under the ideal principles of democracy, it should be participatory.
Right.
And so far so good. I think we have experienced this. And of course, it should be transparent. And if you realize the fact that the boxes were properly sealed and opened before everyone, bringing out the papers, showing all the agents present at the same time, you can score on the basis of transparency. And by and large, at the end of it all, it shouldn't be said that a candidate emerged through consensus. This is keen democracy in action. So we must appreciate that internal expression of democracy as we monitor, because until it is over and we have the final announcement, it will not be proper to speculate.
Yeah.
It's not over. And interesting as well, this process is running painstaking as it seems, as it's looking. Outsiders are also watching. Some are even taking their own, doing their own counting, you know, monitoring the process, even though it may look boring to some, but, you know, a large chunk of people are monitoring and watching closely. Really, really interesting times ahead. And like Mr. Ologun has said, it's not over at all until it is over.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen and lady. Well, Judy, you're still going to be around for more analysis as we get along. But anyway, but we have to hand over to our colleague, Yuri Folari, and for his program shortly after now. So let's take you back to the Eagle Square there, where the sorting of ballots is ongoing at the APC convention. Bye now.
Tinubu. Ahmed Bola Tinubu. It says Yami. I don't know if you want to take a look. That's fine. Yami. Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Rotimi Amechi. Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu. Chibuike Amechi. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Tinubu Bola Asiwaju. Tinubu. Bola Tinubu.
The National Convention of the All Progressives Congress is still ongoing, and the votes are being counted now. Delegates have cast their votes for their preferred candidate. The counting is ongoing as we speak, and that process will produce a candidate for the All Progressives Congress. Well, fingers are crossed. The whole atmosphere is tension soaked. But I'll bring in Senator Ajibola Bashir now. He's a senator from Osun State, and he's the spokesman of the Senate to help us put all of this into perspective. Hello, distinguished senator.
Yeah, good
afternoon.
Good morning, actually. It's been a very long day.
Oh, it's still morning?
It's still morning, yes. Yeah.
Well, we have been here. It's been a long day, but so far, so good. How's it been?
It's been very challenging. You can see that the convention started at about 6 p.m. Yesterday evening, and we have been here all night and during the day too. But it's been very fulfilling. The aspirants had the opportunity to present their perspective and agenda, and quite a number of the aspirants also withdrew their nomination. I think 7 of them withdrew for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and 1 of them withdrew for Professor Yemi Osinbajo.
Okay, let me ask you now, this withdrawal for Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu, do you think it would impact the outcome of these voting in any way?
Definitely it will impact because quite all of the people that withdrew stated that they are withdrawing and then joining their delegates to vote for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And you will know that some of these people are high caliber individuals who also have substantial following, like for instance our leader, the governor of Jigawa State, and of course Senator Ibukule Amosun, Gospel Pabio, and quite a number of them. Kaode Fayemi, you know, is the chairman of the Governors Forum, has always been somebody within the Asiwaju fold, and he said that it's not even, it can be said that he's doing favor to Asiwaju, but that it's repayment for the commitment and doggedness of Asiwaju to the cause of democracy and liberation of Nigerians from the shackle of military dictatorship. So they acted as statesmen, notwithstanding their agenda, their perspective. They believe that it's the interest of our party to present a formidable team ahead of the 2023 general elections.
Yes, and you know, the counting is ongoing. We're hearing the returning officer call out the names on these ballot papers. But which name features prominently?
I think you can also hear that when you hear about 20 or 25 Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you will hear maybe 1 or 2 Rotimi Amechi and 1 or 2 Yemi Osinbajo, and of course Lawal Asadi. Last tally that people are keeping, even though results are not being counted, I think Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu already had in excess of 700 votes, as the closest person had quite less than 200 votes. So I think it's going to be like a one-sided race in favor of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and from what has been counted so far. So from what is on ground, you know, there are 2,322 delegates. So the threshold, even if it's a 2-horse race, is 1,262 delegate voting. And some ballots had actually been voided. So the winner may actually need not up to 1,262. And as it were, maybe in the couple of 1,000 votes, we guarantee the win for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because it's a multiple horse race.
But you know, these rising, high profile and popularity it seems Asiwaju is getting on the ballot. How does this speak to his acceptability in the party, and how formidable a candidate is he to square up against Atiku Abubakar of the PDP?
You see, when Mr. President met with the governor, and he stated that the party should embark on consultation and ensure that the party comes up with a candidate that is formidable, that is a unifier, and are capable of giving confidence to members of the party of victory at the poll. Even though the president did not mention anybody's name, but anybody that has been a close watcher of politics in Nigeria will know that the person among the pack is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's been in the political limelight for a very long time. He has been able to ensure he has worked in almost everywhere as one of the close allies of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. There is no election in Nigeria, in any state that Ashwaju had not been involved, either mid-season election or general election. So I think it is the confidence that the party member believe that the only aspirant that can square off with the PDP candidate is actually Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So we are going into the general election confident that a unifier, somebody who believes in human capacity development, will be flying the flag of our party. Notwithstanding that result had not been announced, but it appears that in a couple of 2 or 3 boxes, the race will be over.
Okay, yes, we know that at the end of the whole process, a winner will emerge. Yes, for those that didn't win, some of them, their ego would have been bruised. And how would the party come together and unite ahead of the 2023 general election? Because this is very important.
I think to take a cue from the speech of Mr. President, who is the leader of the party, when he was addressing the convention yesterday, he made mention of the fact that in a contest of 23 people, there will be winner and there will be loser. But what matters is to ensure that we have cohesion and unity of the party ahead of the election. We cannot have 2 winners in this election. And you can also see that because of the consultative approach taken by the Governors Forum, the Northern Governors Forum, and the leaders of the party, the area of contest actually been narrowed. And that's why you see that the major contenders in this election, aside Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, are 3 or 4 people. And even the gap between Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu show an overwhelming acceptance by majority of the party members. So the job of reconciliation and ensuring that we put party into cohesive unity for the purpose of general election will not be as arduous as it would have been if it's a close contest.
All right, Senator Ajibola Bashir, thank you very much for your time on the program. Well, there you have it. We heard from distinguished Senator Ajibola Bashir telling us about the whole coordination, the process leading up to this special convention, and how the whole activity here has been coordinated to ensure that the primary election is rancor-free. He also talked about the chances of Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He says so far in the counting process that Ashwaju's name features prominently, and he has also told us that from his own calculation, Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in a clear lead ahead of other candidates. But well, the final decision will be taken by the returning officer here at the venue of the special convention of the All Progressives Congress. Well, let's get a fresh perspective from Razak Ajala. And please join me. Razak Ajala is the secretary of Conference 57. Yeah, Conference 57, I believe, is the Association of Local Government Administrators in Lagos State. Yes, you know, the Northern Governors Forum, or the Northern Governors elected on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, came out to say that the presidential ticket should be zoned to the south. But we still saw other northern aspirants on the ballots. How did this impact the process?
I think first, we must thank and appreciate those northern governors that came together and agreed that the standard bearer of our party should go to the south. That's the demonstration of patriotism. That's the demonstration of their firm belief in Nigeria, and that's a demonstration of their firm belief in justice and fairness. Given the fact that the present occupier of that seat is from the northern part of the country, in their opinion, they felt that the presidency of our party should be soon to the southern part of Nigeria. But of course, you cannot prevent or deny other people, particularly people from the northern geopolitical zone, from not exercising their democratic rights. I believe that they exercise their democratic rights, and given the results of the election, the delegates have spoken loudly that their preference is for no other person but for Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, given the result of the exit poll at my disposal as we speak.
Okay, then, but the road to 2023 presidential election is still a long walk. Winning this primary election is just one hurdle. The biggest hurdle is the general election. How prepared are you people who work for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who support his candidacy? How prepared are you to canvass for votes, to go around the country, to storm for votes for Asiwaju?
It's not only about us. That is, it's not only about the party member that use the instrumentality of their position to galvanize the political environment that eventually led to the success that will soon be announced by the returning officer. But it's about the members of our party, regardless of where you belong to, whether you work for Asiwaju or you don't work for Asiwaju. Once Asiwaju emerged from this process, it has become the property of the party. And as a loyal, committed, and committed party man or woman, you are expected to rally around whoever that emerged from the process to ensure we record a resounding success come next year presidential election. And you also agree with me that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not a green horn in this race. Even though that he has not had a shot at the presidency, but given the fact that he has not lost any elective election since his trajectory into the political space, right from the senatorial, when he was senator, to when he was governor. And of course, beyond even that, he has also used his platform to produce many governors. Even the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he is one of the people that use their God-given talent and other resources to bring all political tendencies all political tendencies that form APC. And you will agree with me that he played a major role in the process that led to the emergence of President Muhammad Buhari. So if he could do that for President Muhammad Buhari, I believe that he has what it takes to ensure that he do the needful and rightful, so that by February next year, he will be the president-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
All right, indeed. Thank you very much for your time, and we wish you the very best. Well, there you have it, the chairman of Conference 57, the Association of Local Government Administrators in Lagos State, telling us about the chances of their preferred candidate, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I will bring in a new perspective from Osita Okechukwu. He is a founding member of the All Progressives Congress and the Director General of the Voice of Nigeria. Hello, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Well, your party at last put together a special convention. A lot of people had said that the APC is scared of having an election, but here we are. What does this mean for your party?
A great success. We thank God that we succeeded. We thank the membership and leadership of the APC that we succeeded. Succeeded to the extent that it was transparent. Not only transparent, the result will be clean of any baggage of ethnicity, regionalism. So whoever emerges is emerging as a Nigerian candidate.
But when you say to be clean of regionalism, do not forget that the governors elected, that's the northern APC governors, took a decision that the North should be excluded from the poll and the ticket should be zoned to the South. Isn't that regionalism?
No. It is the spice that those northern governors did not talk of the North. That was my happiest moment. Because if they had talked of the North like those in PDP did, Nigeria could have been in trouble. You can imagine a scenario where it was northern governors versus southern governors. So it is a growth of the APC, and that is the progressivism we are talking about. We cannot talk of progressivism without placing the national interest above yourself, without trying to close the fault lines, without trying to say that what is the future of the country. Because without the country, you can't be president. So whoever emerges is a Nigerian candidate, is an APC candidate. He's not a southern candidate, he's not a northern candidate, he's not a Yoruba candidate, It's not an Igbo candidate or Hausa candidate. So it's a Nigerian candidate because the vote is going across from the counting. One box will contain a lot of voting pattern. So we're happy with that because a lot of people have said that APC is going to do imposition, that we are running to consensus. But today, it has been shown that it's free and fair election that was transparently done, just as we did in 2014 in Lagos. So if anybody loses today, the person will not say that it was not transparent. So to that extent, it creates a unity focus. So what the Northern governors did to us is that they hoisted national unity flag that tomorrow will be an agenda for future to come. That you do not, what you need is to do your contact across the country, to try and network across the country. Don't rely only on your region or your base. So I think that's what I've been demonstrated.
Yeah, but so far we're listening to the counting and all of that. Will it be safe to predict what the outcome will be?
Yes, from the little I've glanced, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is leading the pack. And don't forget that Asiwaju had come a long way. He had also paid his dues. He came from the Yaradua School of Thought that are experts in electoral management. So in advance, I congratulate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his sagacity, his network, his resolve. So he said from the one, it had been his life ambition to be president of the country. And we pray that God will realize that ambition for us.
But would you say Nigeria is also ready to have a Tinubu as president?
Why not? Why not? The point of the matter is that when you hear that somebody like His Excellency, the governor of Jigawa State, Badaru, stepped down for Asiwaju, I was so happy. Because you cannot say that the Badaru was bought by Asiwaju. He's not a hungry man by any inclination. He knows what he's doing. And back there in Borno, you find Professor Zulu, distinguished Senator Shetima and others. So I think it's a matrix of a Nigerian victory. Not Asiwaju as a person, it's a Nigerian victory.
All right, thank you very much, sir, for your time on the program, and we wish you the very best. Well, there you have it, the Director General of the Voice of Nigeria and a founding member of the All Progressives Congress, telling us about what this means for the All Progressives Congress after conducting a successful special national convention. Well, let's get another perspective from Aminu Suleiman, the Director General of the Tinubu Support Organization. What does this day mean to you?
Today we are so excited. We are waiting for this day today. And when we were telling that Asiwaju is coming about 3 years back, today we are happy Asiwaju is in Eagle Square. And you can hear they have been counting about we're only 2,300 delegates. Asiwaju get almost 1,030. It's leading with a major gap. So we're happy today with our members of our group.
Yes, you led the Tinubu support group to crisscross the length and breadth of the country. You spoke to delegates. You consulted on behalf of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What did you tell these delegates?
I have told them that this is our leader that really suffered for the party. When Mr. President was contesting 2-3 times Muhammadu Buhari, with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, God make it happen. So today, people can see if you are patient, God will really pay you back. Asiwaju was patient. He had give ticket to Atiku. He had give ticket to No Robadu. But today it's on turn. So inshallah, Asiwaju is going to be the next president of Nigeria.
Let's look at the whole atmosphere here. What kind of support would you say Bola Tinubu enjoys among the people around here? We have seen so much activity going on that indicates that all of this is in favor of Asiwaju Tinubu.
You can see since yesterday, since around 5 in the evening yesterday, we are still here at Eagle Square, live. Day and night, people are here. That's the amount of people. You can see the Eagle Square is still fully occupied with human beings waiting to hear the result for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They have showed that it's the amount of people.
But you know, the governors of the northern region, your region, came out to say that the ticket should be zoned to the south. But we still saw the likes of Ahmed Lawan, Yahaya Bello, Sani Yerima. They still went ahead and contested this election, going against the support of the northern governors.
We are going to disown them. They are not sincere. We don't want them to come out. They still go ahead. Now they have seen they are on share presently. You are a 16th Senate president. They are defeating you. If they say he can listen to what people are telling from North, he should not contest. And as long as you help him, we know everything. So, you know, nobody wants you to be Senate president. As long as assistant to be there. But he wants to compete. Now he's down now. As a 16th Senate president, as long as I defeated him. It's a very big shame. He and the vice president. We have won and they should not contest. So they have come to the field. They have seen that Aswaju is giving a major jab. Tomorrow they will still come back to their boss. And also I know Aswaju, he will still accept it.
Okay, yes, because I was coming to that, you know. The big election, that's the general election, is the most important. Asiwaju, the APC, and the party as a whole must ensure that everybody is brought on board and you people go into that election united. What efforts are you making to reach out to the people who did not support Asiwaju's candidacy for the primary election to ensure that this time they are brought on board and they support him in the general election?
You know, what we ever tell them when the merger was formed in the South, in Bodlon, 2015. And he have come with about, this is one word, Aswaju come with about 9 governors, 7 governors, and the members of House Assembly and the senators. So all this kind of effort the Baba make to come together to match a APC, so I think he need to get a more respect and more support from other people.
All right, then. Thank you so much for your time on the program, and we wish you the very best as you continue your campaigns. And yeah, all right, then. Thank you very much. Cheers, man. Well, there you have it from the Director General of the Tinubu Support Organization, telling us the efforts they made to ensure that Asiwaju emerges victorious on this day. He led a delegation to go around the country to consult on behalf of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They spoke to delegates. They had one-on-one sessions with them. They listened to delegates and they brought feedback to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Well, all of these is translating into victory today, and they hope that eventually it will not only translate to victory at this primary election, but also this victory will be replicated at the big general election next year. I'll bring in Suleiman Zailami, the Director General, Abat Progressives. Please join me. Abat Progressives. Abat, if I get it correctly, is Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes. Please just stand this way. All right then. You are also one of those that have believed in the Tinubu candidacy from day one and have gone round to rally people to support him. What would you say about the turnout of events here at the Eagle Square?
Well, thank you very much. My name is Honorable Suleiman Zailani from Bauchi, the DG APC Abat Progressive. You see, from inception, as a Nigerian and someone who plays active politics, we have known the deficiencies or the difficulties our nationhood is passing through. So I must be hearty in my approbation and lavish praises to Almighty for bringing this day. What has played out on the convention ground is a testimony that the yearning and aspirations of the Nigerian people is truly coming to being. What do I mean? Because Nigeria today, we have found ourselves in a serious quagmire, and only someone who is steadfast, a dogged politician, a man of the people, and someone, a mentor, someone who his level of...
Ètò ìdìbò gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ní ọjọ́ Sátidé ọjọ́ 16 oṣù kejì ọdún 2022. Ẹ̀yin ọmọlúwàbí ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun, ẹ jẹ́ kí á yàgò fún èyíkéyìí ìwà jàgídíjàgan, ìpáǹle àti ìwà òdì ní gbogbo àwọn àsìkò ìdìbò. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe àrídájú ààbò tó péye fún àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ elétò ìdìbò àti àwọn ohun èlò wọn. Ẹ má ṣe dojú ìjà kọ ẹnikẹ́ni nínú àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ elétò ìdìbò, yálà ibùdó ìdìbò tàbí gbàgede ìkàbọ̀ tàbí níbikíbi. Àwọn agbófinró yóò wà ní ìdúróṣinṣin láti kojú èyíkéyìí ìdúnkokò mọ́ àlàáfíà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹnikẹ́ni tàbí ẹgbẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àjọ elétò ìdìbò INEC láti rí i pé àlàáfíà ìdìbò ìrọ̀wọ́rọ̀sẹ̀ ìjọba. Àjọ elétò ìdìbò INEC ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ló ń kìlọ̀.
Ẹ kú dédé àkókò yìí níbi